Can you hurry, please? Because he's got blood coming out of his nose, white stuff coming out of his mouth.
By all rights, you took lethal doses of whatever substance it was.
It's crazy because one of my friends said that if you ever get scared of public speaking, picture everyone naked. Well, for a recovering sex addict, it's probably good that I can't see all the way out there. My journey's been a long journey, but I'm a survivor, and I'm here just to tell you my survival. I can remember all the way till I was about 6 years old. I can remember my mother and my father arguing.
What you want me to do, and that's what I'll do.
My father was a drug addict. I can remember the dishes being broke and my mother taking it till she couldn't take it no more. She had a nickname for me, it was Mooka. And I remember her saying, "Mooka, let's go to the store." If I'm not mistaken, I think that's the last time that he ever seen my mother. My mother was a really strong woman. In January 1992, going on a skiing trip with my family, my mother complaining about her stomach was hurting. And found out later that it was colon cancer. And by July of 1992, the colon cancer had, beat her down and broke her up. And I can remember the last day I seen her, she had blood coming out of her eyes and her nose, her mouth. I can just remember her saying, "Mooka, Mooka, be good." I remember my grandmother telling me, "Your mother's gonna die today." And we went home from the hospital. Like 10 minutes later, the hospital called and they told us she was dead. When I found out that she died, I went to the park all day. She died in the afternoon, the sun went down, and the sun came back up. That was really traumatic for me. And my life has been really traumatic, full of ups and downs. But like I said before, I'm here. I remember being 10 years old, me and my mother talking about that big house that I was gonna buy her. But I never got to get her that big house. But ever since then, I realized that I was just like trying to hide pain. I went to a great high school that was really known to be a basketball power in New York City, where I wound up becoming the #1 player in the country. So from there, I chose to go to the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, for its good and bad reasons. I guess I like the fast life. But then I was told to leave the University of Nevada, Las Vegas because they said I cheated on my SAT. Now, I don't know how a 6'9" black kid cheats on the SAT. But after they caught me cheating on my SAT, I decided to go with the University of Rhode Island. Where I decided to play basketball and just picked up a lot of bad habits. whether it was smoking marijuana or just abusing as many women as I can abuse, which I'm greatly sorry for. I don't know if any of you know about the NCAA tournament, but it's something that the University of Rhode Island doesn't do a lot. They've never won a conference championship. We needed 3 games in a row to win the conference championship. Put the team on my back. Conference championship game, we're playing against the Temple Owls. They're a big, strong team, methodical, really physical.
Odom, 30 feet away, jumper in the air, he's got it! Lamar Odom has won it for Rhode Island!
I knew it was going in before it went in, one of those shots. And it's probably one of my top athletic moments of my life.
We've seen him struck it from long range, and what a big moment for Rhode Island. Odom, 21 points.
And what I can remember is, I guess, all the pain from losing my mother. It just all was just flushed out. I couldn't even do my interviews, just crying a big mess, which was a little embarrassing. But I remember laying on the floor crying. And I remember my man, Antonio Reynolds-Dean, they were trying to pick me up. He's just like, nah, just let him go.
Does that mean he's officially back?
Then in 1999, I get drafted to the LA Clippers, which, if you're 19 years old and you have a lot of money now and you have any bad habits, it's probably not a good atmosphere for you. Because I continue to abuse weed and abuse as many women that came my way. So in my second and third year with the Clippers, I was got suspended twice for marijuana.
For Lamar Odom, second time around, it was last March he was suspended 5 games for the first time, and now early this season he is sitting for 5 more games.
Probably wound up being a $30 to $40 million joint, because there's no doubt in my mind that I probably was on my way to a max contract, but it really wasn't something that any team could take a risk on. And I know no matter what I've been through, I know God is on my side because He gives me signs.
Losing your son?
Yeah,
Lee,
that's like
that's the hardest card life can deal you.
When he passed, though, I couldn't really just leave the hospital. I stayed with him for about 3 hours and just sat there with him. The opposite of life cycles. Our kids are supposed to bury us. We're not supposed to bury our kids, so that was hard. But I know I'm in God's favor because he died on the same day as my grandmother. 3 years apart. So to me, that was like her telling me that I got him. And in that time, I came back to Miami to hang out. And I was with a dear friend, hanging out at the Shore Club, where my life changed forever. Because that's when I was introduced to cocaine. My father was a drug addict. And I don't know if any knows anything about being an addict, but an addict can pass down that addiction through genes. And I think he maybe passed that gene down to me, which I would never blame him for, because I knew what I was doing the first time I tried. You know, it took me down a really dark place. And my first time doing cocaine, it was an incredible rush. But it just started this continuous cycle in my life where you keep doing it because you're trying to feel like it did the first time, but you never get that feeling again. And that's what addiction is a disease where your mind can't really make rational decisions. It really took me down some dark places. Some dark nights fighting that demon. But I just kept trying to numb pain, even while I was shooting a reality show, which I don't never think could be done again. And after the reality show, I get married, and of course, you guys know, get divorced. So I got to sign the divorce papers. I don't even think the ink wasn't even dry yet. And I give into my addiction. And I go to that damn brothel.
Is he conscious? No.
Lamar Odom is rushed to the hospital.
Fighting for his life on life support.
You had 12 seizures, 6 strokes. Could you even fathom what your body had been through?
He was used to the NBA spotlight, but the Hollywood spotlight is a lot harsher. And I think that extra pressure, and then losing our son, and then I just feel like it was just a pot boiling over, really.
That was a real trying time for my family. Of course, seeing that on the news, then having to come see me in the hospital. They told them to say their final goodbyes. And then she said that prayer, which woke me up. But when I woke up from the coma, I couldn't walk or talk. In the hospital, I couldn't even hold my bowels. That was really humbling. Really humbling. My journey's been a long journey, but like I said, I'm a fighter. But I know I'm here for a reason. And the reason are my kids, and I'm living for them, and my fiance, who's one of the strongest women I've ever came across. She's my life coach, my workout coach. But the realest thing she told me is that she can't marry me until I get things right with my children. I just want them to know that I'm extremely sorry for all the pain I caused them. And it's the reason why I'm here giving my testimony tonight in front of you guys. And I think I'm here today to ask for forgiveness. from my kids, their mother, even my fiance.
Now, for the first time, Lamar Odom is sharing raw, intimate details about his triumphs and his tragedies in a new memoir.
Well, hopefully it's just it heals. Everyone can heal from it. If I can help people suffering from addiction or depression, because it's a book of overcoming things too. It's a book about overcoming tragedy and standing victorious.
I did this for me. You can't do it for no one else if you really want to live a sober life. For people to think that it's not genuine, I don't need anything from them. I have nothing to gain from fooling anyone. If I can just continue to keep getting better, which I will, it'll be a life worth living for. Came, I saw it, I conquered.
We had a little talk and we're picking each other's brain, and we just said, hey, it comes down to one guy. If you want to go for it, you're going to have to win the A-10 tournament. Lamar's the man. And he showed up for 4 straight games.
I love you all, and that's about it. My grandmother used to always say, what's done in the dark comes out in the light. And so it's something that I hold dear to me.